Here is how I'm going to retire with 500k in 2 years time at 28 years old. In this video, I will share about how I will maximize the 500k, what kind of lifestyle I can live and how far I am to get there. There are 3 general ways you can use the 500k. First way is to divide 500k by the number of years more you're expecting to live. For example, if you're expecting to live for another 40 years, you'll be spending $1,041 a month. This is probably the worst way to use the 500k because you'll end up with $0 and you probably need more money nearing the end because of inflation and healthcare costs. The second way to use the 500k is through investing in a growth stock like the S&P 500 and withdraw only 4% each year. This is the 4% rule. If you invest 500k, you can spend $1,666 a month, which grows by 4% per year perpetually. The rule already includes inflation, so you don't need to worry about it. The third way is the best, investing in high-yield dividend stocks. If you put the 500k in 6% yield dividend stocks like OCBC at 6.16% or Frasers Logistics and Commercial Trust at 6.17%, you can spend $2,500 per month forever. However, this method doesn't take into account inflation, so you'll need to spend $1,700 and reinvest the remaining $800 so you don't have to draw down your capital for another 73 years. That's assuming 6% dividend yield and 2% inflation. If you want to spend $2,000 out of your $2,500 dividends a month, inflation will catch up in 17 years and you won't have any more savings, so you then have to draw down the capital to sustain this lifestyle, which my Excel sheet predicts you still can last for another 47 years. Assuming the same 6% dividend yield and 2% inflation. Well, this is not a bad idea. You can die with $0, meaning you get 100% utilization of your money. However, my Excel sheet does not account for capital appreciation and the increasing dividends per share. Therefore, this 47 years is a conservative number and is likely to be higher. Hence, I think spending $2k a month and reinvesting $500 is a realistic goal. But does the 500k include CPF or SRS? If so, then some of my money is locked up until 60 plus years old. That's no problem for me. I just treat that as money that I'm supposed to be reinvesting anyway. That means out of the 500k, I should put 400k into dividend stocks and that will give me 2k per month to spend and 100k into CPF and SRS, which would act as me reinvesting $500 a month. That way I can safely spend all the $2,000 per month of dividends if I want to. But the caveat to this method is that my reinvestments will be locked up in the retirement accounts, so my $2,000 dividends per month will not grow at all. One way to avoid this is by doing side hustles so you can spend all your dividends and side hustle just enough to keep up with inflation. Another way is you just spend all your dividends a month but you're buying less and less things every year because of inflation. What kind of lifestyle can I live with 2k of dividends available for spending? I just found this Reddit post that says, can I survive in SG for $2,000 to $2,500 a month? Can, but probably no savings. I guess that sounds about right because isn't that how much our lower wage workers are earning? So the question of is it possible to live on 500k even if I have 100k locked up in CPF or SRS? It's definitely possible, but it doesn't sound like a comfortable lifestyle to me. When I retire, it's not like I'll be doing nothing. I'll probably be doing some side hustles and be semi-retired. This YouTube channel is not even monetized yet, so for example, if I only get $100 per month from this channel and it grows at a mere 5% a year, I can live off only on my dividends from 18 years to 35 years. And in 35 years, I can use my SRS and 3 more years to get my CPF life already. But if I'm retired, that means I have more time to work on this YouTube channel, so it should grow faster. So let's put a reasonable 10% growth, meaning that I just need to earn another $10 from YouTube the next year. Since I'm not even monetized yet, I don't even know if this $100 is on the low side or high side for my channel. But even if $100 at the beginning and at a 10% growth rate, as you can see, now I can live indefinitely off my dividends. But if you can survive with 2k in Singapore, it means that you can live in every other country for cheaper. I guess that's why a lot of Singaporeans like to retire in Thailand, Malaysia or Bali. Basically, if I move to another country and retire there, I'll have a much more luxurious, maybe not luxurious, but a much more comfortable life there. I think it's also quite a good experience too, because I've lived in Singapore for 26 years of my life already, so I don't mind challenging myself to retire in another country and trying something new. I want to try and live in the countryside once in my life. Finally, some peace and quiet and not rushing every day. And living in the countryside would probably be much more affordable too. Anyway, I think I can probably live a very comfortable life with 2k a month everywhere else except Singapore, and it sounds so much more fun to me. I haven't decided which country yet, but do subscribe to my channel if you guys want to find out next time. Now let's see how far I am to 500k. I have 85k in my CPF and 6k in my SRS account. Then I have 200k invested and 24k uninvested. After calculating my total income and minusing my expenses per month, I should be saving about $5,300, which I can use to invest. By the way, you can watch how I'm spending only $878 a month in this video here. I need 176k more to hit a total of 400k in investments. So how many more months would that take me? 33.3 months, or roughly 2 years and 8 months, and by then I'll be 28 years old. Let's consider the situation where my side hustle gives me $100 a month only. That means I only need $1,900 from my dividends for a 2k spending lifestyle. Even if my side hustle grows at 10%, this is not sustainable because my spending will be more than my income even by year 2. But if my side hustle gives me a consistent $400 a month and grows at 10% a year, meaning I need only $1,600 from my dividends, then my savings will always be positive. So if I need $1,600 of dividends a month, how long will that take me? If I'm able to invest $5,300 a month, that would take 18 months more, or 1 year and 6 months. But that really depends if I can make $400 per month from my side hustles and assuming it grows by 10% a year. Right now, I'm still halfway to being able to monetize this channel, so I have absolutely no idea how much YouTube will be paying me a month. So that's why I'm finding other ways to monetize the channel, like selling this useful spreadsheet. The link is in the description below. The 2 ways to speed up your retirement is 1. Retire in a cheaper country, meaning everywhere else except Singapore. 2. Since you have so much time now, try and turn your hobbies into side hustles. And thirdly, if I want to speed this up even further, I can live a cheaper lifestyle during retirement and not spend my entire dividend income. For me, for every $100 per month cheaper I live, means I can work roughly 4 months less because I need 20k invested in 6% dividend stocks. For example, if I can live cheaply in another country for $1,500 instead of $2,000 per month, that will save me 20 months or 1 year and 8 months of working. If so, then I can retire at 27 years old, just 1 more year to go. That's also another reason why I don't think I want to buy a car in the future. Even the cheapest car in Singapore costs roughly 2k a month including tax, insurance, parking, ERP and everything else. And that means I gotta work another 6 years to buy something that spends 90% or more of its time idling in the car park and depreciating. So it's not just a waste of money but also a waste of life. Now let's put all these 3 retirement acceleration hacks into the model. If I actually live in another country, I probably only need $1,500 a month. If my side hustle actually does reasonably well, let's say $400 per month, as such I only need $1,100 per month from my dividends. And getting $1,100 in dividends would take me roughly another 10 months. But I would like to repeat, this is only if my side hustles actually make $400 a month. Right now, this channel isn't earning any money yet, so this situation is really a far fantasy. However, while 2k per month may be enough for myself, it is definitely not enough to start a family. So I'm definitely gonna be working longer to make sure I have enough money for that. Or I can just YOLO and retire super frugally and let future Aaron worry about starting a family and do side hustles until it earns big and pray his investments what big also. Whatever plan I decide on next time, I'll let you guys know about it, so consider subscribing. If you want to know how I'm spending only $878 a month, you can watch this video here.